Hello and welcome to this week's podcast. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2021. Welcome to the spring term here at the British International School of Houston. It's good to have you all back. It's been so good to have students back in school, whether that's in face-to-face learning on campus or whether that's part of our virtual learning program. It's been good to have students back and be learning. I want to start by thanking everybody again for their support. It's still a challenging time for us. I know we were all very keen to say goodbye to 2020, but I think we all knew that realistically, at the stroke of midnight, 2021 was not going to be magically better. We are still living through a very challenging situation. There is light at the end of the tunnel, but we know that right now we need to continue to take all the precautions that we can to make sure that we keep each other safe. So thank you for all the things that you've done in terms of working with us on your travel plans and things like that. I know it's inconvenient, I know it can be frustrating at times, but it's all for a very good reason, and that's to make sure we can keep our school open and we can keep students with an option of learning either on campus or virtual. So thank you for your support with that. It's been a busy first week back. You'd expect nothing less from us here at the school. Fantastic learning going on virtually and in the classrooms. Just great to see smiling faces of the young people as you're walking around the school, and they all seem excited to be back in school. We've also had some busy days with our staff. We had a professional learning day at the beginning of the process. It's a really important days for us in terms of focusing on some of our development areas, which again you can see elements of that in our strategic plan. We were working on some reading work in primary school, and we were working on some of what's called approaches to learning in the IB and in our high school program, but great work from our teachers. We've had an author on campus, an author and illustrator, Ryan Higgins, did a really great session. Some of our youngest students read them one of his stories and then did some brilliant illustration work with them and a great Q&A. And what never fails to impress me is just the quality of the questions that our young people ask. Just brilliant. And you could see he was really excited by some of the questions they were asking him as well. So a real credit to them and their inquiring nature. Our sports program has been back up and running. We've had swim practices, we've had some soccer matches. So it's all back on, and we're doing everything to make sure we have a great start to what will be a fantastic spring term.
We're so excited to introduce to you the Junior Bulldog Sports Camp. It's going to be happening on Martin Luther King Day, which is January the 18th on Monday. If you're in years 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, come out and enjoy a whole day of sports with the PE staff and coaches. From 10 a.m. to 3 p.m, your children are going to be involved in a whole variety of sports: basketball, soccer, swimming, and a variety of other sports. And we really want you to come out and just have a great day with us. So please sign up. More information will be in the newsletter, or you can email myself and I'll get back to you straight away. One other tradition that I'd like to share is going to be our Senior Day soccer game on February the 4th. Our girls varsity team will be playing at 5 p.m. against Fort Bend, followed by our boys varsity team at 7 p.m. Our Senior Day game is set up to honour the seniors of their commitment to the programme, and we would love for you to join us in celebrating for this game.
So what's coming up this term? Well, we're very aware that in the UK, the government and the exam boards have made changes to the exam session again this year. We've been tracking that all the time. What I want to say to our families and to our students that we've been prepared for this. We're very aware this is a possibility. Now we're working with the IBO, the International Baccalaureate Organisation, and Cambridge International Education about the examination processes that they're going to be going through and the options that are going to be available for us. Mock exams starting after Martin Luther King Day are part of that process. And whatever the outcomes from the examination boards, we'll make sure that we've got everything in hand for our students to make sure they are supported regardless of the opportunities that are available to them. At Flick, who are our food service partners, they are beginning to offer some additional food service options that are going to be coming up shortly. You can find information about that in future newsletters. We've got some visitors coming on campus next week from our partnership with Juilliard School of Performing Arts in New York. A lady called Misty Toll, who has worked with us for a number of years now, is going to be coming back to our campus. It's always great when she comes, although this time it'll be virtually. and working with our students and our teachers and our parents. It's actually a virtual coffee morning on the 20th of January, hosted by Miss Rochelle, our head of music, alongside Misty. So if you want to find out about the Juilliard program, come and get involved in that. You can find details in the newsletter. Our parent satisfaction survey, the closing date for that is rapidly approaching. Thank you for all of you that have already completed that survey. If you haven't, please take a moment to have a look at that. It's really important for us. It's part of our ongoing communication processes that we do. It's an opportunity for us to find out from you what's working, what do you love about the school, what are the things that you want to make sure we keep doing. That's an important part of that process. And of course, any other feedback that you want to give us is always welcome through that. You can again find links for that in our newsletter. It's getting to that time of year when they're now starting to think about next year, so re-enrollment. So just a quick heads up, information will be coming out soon about re-enrollment. Start thinking about your plans for next year. So many things to look forward to with this term. I can't wait to share it all with you over the coming weeks. But for now, Happy New Year and go Bulldogs!